It is status quo at the top of the AIA Singapore Premier League. The top three all getting wins in the previous round. It is going down to the wire. Welcome to the SPL Show, and we have the Lion City Sailors on set with us, head coach Aurelio Vidmar and Singapore International Gabriel Quak. And it's really getting exciting at the top of the table, Aurelio. You came to challenge for the title. It does seem that the team has started to click recently from the outside. That's what I think. Do you feel that way as well?
Yeah, we have. We've had a fantastic restart to the season and playing very well at the moment. We're in good physical condition. Some of our football over the last few weeks have been fantastic, so can't complain. But obviously now getting to the end of the business end of the season, so we're very critical next few games.
Yeah, we will crown a new SPL champion in the next 2 weeks. And Gabriel, there's plenty of quality within the side, but how is the atmosphere in training knowing that there is a title challenge happening?
Well, I think, during the COVID period, we were actually training hard, and actually when we got the news that the league was restarting, definitely we were looking forward. I guess that goes the same for the rest of the team. So I'm just happy that, we had a pretty decent results, and this couple of past few games we managed some consecutive wins, which was, I think, very important for the team. Atmosphere-wise in the team is definitely good. When you are winning, the mood is definitely there, and I just hope that this final stretch, we can actually do something for ourselves.
Yeah, you were fantastic last season with Warriors FC as the captain. Now 3 goals and 5 assists. Are you enjoying your football?
I think definitely, I think it's showing on the pitch. I'm able to express, and I think it's due to a couple of factors, because before the season started, I actually had some exchanged a few convo with my boss and my coach, and I really appreciate this communication, because I think this is important, to know my roles, and of course being one of the more experienced and older players in the team, I think that I should shoulder this responsibility, and I enjoy it actually. Like last year being the captain, and this year I think I feel that I should take responsibility. Yeah. So I think I like this pressure actually.
Aurelio, we don't want to discount the rest of the teams, but it does look like it's going to be the 3 teams that will challenge for the title. Do you feel like you have momentum compared to the other 2 in terms of not just results but performances as well?
Well, look, all I can talk about is our team, and we're in very good form. We've got a lot of momentum, but this week we're facing a very, very strong team. They're super consistent throughout the whole year. Got a lot of quality going forward and can score lots of goals. So that's something that we have to be wary of. But you can't, in my view, you can't discount Tampines either. They've still got a lot of quality in their team. They've had probably a few bumps along the last couple of weeks, but they've still got a lot of quality players in their team.
All right, we'll have a look at the matches from the previous round, starting with Lion City Sailors' visit to Geylang United. But let's first plug 42. Thank you so much for furnishing the set. For all your home decor, furniture and lifestyle needs, go to 42.sg. All right, so Lion City Sailors went into the game against Geylang United scoring 25 goals in 6 matches. The last time these 2 teams met, it ended in a frustrating draw for the Sailors. It would be a different story at Geylang Stadium.
Tuesday night football from the AIA Singapore Premier League. In just 18 days' time, we'll crown our champions. And for the Lion City Sailors, they're looking to make it 3 wins on the spin tonight to try and close the gap on Tampines Rovers. This one will be Gabriel Quak! He's got 3 goals now, and the first goal of the night comes at Geylang Stadium. A stunning free kick from Gabriel Quak, his 3rd of the season. Look at the celebrations. Can Quak score 2 free kicks? They play it short with a trick play to the edge of the area, and that did not miss by much. Came out to, I think, Hafiz Noor it was on the edge of the area, and that was not a million miles away. Gabriel Quak's sumptuous 12th minute goal is the difference between the 2 teams. Here's Stipe Plazibat with space in front of him and support. Spreads it out wide. And Heiko has a look and gets it back to Plazibat. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Stipe Plazibat with a goal at his mercy. Chardin headed in, and all of a sudden the scramble and the rebound, and it stays out. Goodness knows how. It came in from Adam Swandy, and Ridwan reacted. The Cheetahs survive a real scare on half-time. Over the top from Shard, and that's an ambitious-looking ball, and that was an important header from Hafiz, but it's still come to the Sailors. They're streaming forward now! And Hafiz Noor has surely put the game to bed. Has got a very important goal here because it will surely confirm the points. Here come the Sailors again. Lovely turn from Saifullah! And he just got something to it, Ridwan. That shot came through in slow motion. Goal kicks the call. I thought Ridwan got a touch, so did the players. Faisal. And it's come to Shahril Ishak. Oh, lovely work from Shahril Ishak, and the support's arriving in spades. Can they get number 3? The Lion City Sailors, it's cleared. And then deflected into the goal after Lionel turned it like he'd snuffed it out, and Gabriel Quak thought he was certain to score. Is there a consolation in it for Howgang? That's one thing the Sailors haven't done. Of late, he's given a penalty. I was just about to say that's one thing that the Lion City Sailors haven't done of late. That's keep a clean sheet. And out of absolutely nowhere, Faiz Salah, the substitute, has won a penalty. Charlie Michael can beat Hassan Suddy, and he sends it the wrong way. It's 2 goals in 2 games for Charlie Michael. The Englishman is finding his scoring form after a very weak penalty conceded by the Sailors. But I think the referee is going to play just a couple more seconds here. They're into the area again, though. They can't get another one, can they? No, they can't. And that will be that. Lim Liang Yi blows for full time. Bit of drama at the end with Howgang getting their consolation from the penalty spot with Charlie Michael second in 2 games. It's finished here. Howgang United 1, the Lion City Sailors 3.
Yes, good victory for Lion City Sailors against Howgang United. What we didn't see in the highlights was Stipe Plazibat hobbling off injured. We'll get an update here from the head coach, Aurelio. Update on Stipe before the big one on Sunday.
Yeah, he has just a slight strain of his hamstring. I would know a little bit more today. But yeah, I think it's not a tear, so he's 50-50. He's a very strong mentally as a person, and we'll give him every opportunity to line up on Sunday. So we'll probably have to make a decision very late minute.
Yeah, Plazibat, an important cog, of course, for the Sailors with 14 goals this season. Gabriel, excellent free kick, the first from direct free kick in your career. Well, you mentioned not counting friendly matches and school matches as well. You mentioned just as we were watching the match that you and Shadan were working it out, how you would take a free kick in what situation. What was the conversation prior to the match?
Actually, the day before we were training, and we were just having a few goals after training. So I placed the ball there, and I tried a few, like 2 steps, and I tried 2 and both went in at the same spot. So I told him, say, okay, enough. Tomorrow, if this is the spot, I'm going to have it. So I think we had 1 minute before my goal. So I think, he is the designated free kick taker. So with all due respect, I let him have it. So that when the next one came, I knew that was it. That was mine. And I only can visualize the ball going into that area, which I did it the night before. So I'm just glad it did.
Oh, fantastic work. And Aurelio, it must be pleasing for you to see the team score different kinds of goals, set pieces, nice build-up play. It's all kinds of goals that you're scoring. That must be pleasing for you.
Yeah, it is pleasing. Not just that, but also the types of players who are scoring goals. We have a lot of midfielders scoring goals. I think that's really important. Songs, I think, got 4 or 5. Adam Swandy's coming off the bench and doing a super effort for us, and I think he's got about four as well now. For me, the players now getting a really good understanding of what's required and the standards and the type of football we're trying to play. And I think that we still have a lot of improvement to make. So we probably won't see that totally this year in the next couple of weeks, but that's, again, part of the preparation for next season.
It's also the 3rd match in a row that you scored within the first 15 minutes. Do you ask your team to go for the jugular from the off, whereas maybe other teams might just have a wait and see? Let's see how the other team approaches the match, and then we'll fix it during the match.
No, it's funny because I think 3 or 4 weeks ago I was getting the comments that we don't score in the first half and we only score in the second half, and so you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We set ourselves up to play attacking right from the very first minute, and sometimes they're going to go in the first 15, or sometimes they're going to go into the last 15. For us, it really doesn't matter as long as we're continuing to play the way we're trying to play. And I know that we're going to create chances, and we have a lot of quality in that front third that can score goals.
Yeah, just looking at the highlights and just looking at the players on the bench for your side, you have a good squad. And how difficult is it for you to pick a first 11 at the moment?
Very difficult, because on top of that also we have the under-23 ruling.
Yeah.
But we're quite blessed. We've got 3, Paisha, Safula and Naki, who are doing a tremendous job. And they actually perform very, very well. I don't think besides probably Paisha and Naki or Safula right late in the game, so they're playing a lot of minutes. So that's very good for the future.
He's got the nicknames of the players down really, really well. Like he's learnt the nicknames of the players really well. How is he as a coach? Is he like a players coach?
I wouldn't know their full names.
But how is it? Is it a players coach, Gabe?
I would say yes, because being a former player himself, and actually we do communicate a lot, and I really think that the way he handles the player, I think there's this personal touch with him, and I think it kind of translates to the pitch where we want to play for him, because we know what kind of football, what kind of brand, what kind of style he wants, and we try to execute it. Although it takes time, like what he say, but I think slowly it's taking shape, because although winning is ultimately what we want, we also want to try to play to entertain, because we know that in this season teams are a bit more wary of us, so the onus is on us to actually to attack them, kind of thing. So I think player management wise, I really appreciate coach style, because it's not, different personality, different style, but I think we are adapting well to his coaching style.
Can he be intimidating at times? Because you have that aura, you have that presence where, I don't want to rub you the wrong way, but does he have the hair dryer treatment at the ready during halftime? Can be honest.
Yes, he does, but I think it's important for a coach to actually have that, because you need the players to be, scared of you, and at the same time respect you, and because the last thing you want is players to walk over you and you lose the changing room. So I think that's important, but on the coach's end, you also need, it's like a rubber band, you know how to push and pull, to give and take a bit. And I think that's important, this two-way communication between the coach and players. I think that is one of the ingredients to success. Yeah.
Well, they're really striking at the right time here, Lion City Sailors. And let's have a look at the final 5 fixtures for the rest of the season. And 2 of those just stick out really, really brightly there. Albirex Niigata coming up on Sunday, and the second match before the end of the season against Tampines Rovers. And the 2 teams, in terms of the big ones that I'm looking at, the 2 teams that you lost against earlier in the season as well, do you look at those 2 as, they are must-wins and a chance to show how much we've grown throughout the season?
Well, definitely the next game is going to be probably season-defining, in my opinion. Geylang's not easy, that's for sure. And I think, the young Lions, they showed a lot of promise for big periods of their games. Still young and inexperienced. So, and then obviously Tampines, they gave us a big thumping in the second round. But who knows if the season is already decided by that stage? Potentially, we don't know.
Yeah.
But our focus has been, as boring as it is, one game at a time, especially through this period. When we started, we're going to come up with 35 games or 10 games in 35 days. And that is a massive ask. But I've been really pleased that the players have been able to respond. This one is obviously against Albirex, a different kettle of fish as well.
It's a 6-pointer, isn't it, against Albirex? And is it important not to lose this one, because then you kind of like shut the door where they have that big gap with just 4 games remaining?
Well, if that's not my mentality, going there not to lose. My mentality is going there to win. So, by the time you get to the 90th minute or, the 85th minute, you have to assess what's going on as well with substitutions and things like that. Are you happy to then just to gain a point? When we played them several weeks back, after conceding 2 goals and coming back to 2-2 within the last few minutes, I was happy to take the point and go home. And then the controversial penalty happens, and they're the things that you can't control.
Gabe, as head coach Aurelio mentioned, is there kind of a an idea of revenge perhaps against Albirex after the dramatic ending in the previous encounter?
Yeah, of course, that game still, is still stuck in our head, of course, because it was so heartbreaking, to come back from 2-0 down. A point was decent for us, as it was still pretty early, I would say. But, it is what it is. We just have to move forward. And, I think since then, we have actually responded well. And it has come down now to the last 5 games. I think between us, Tampines and Albirex, it's all in our hands because we still have to face each other. So I think the 2 games will be especially crucial, but we can't neglect the other 3 games also because that's where we actually have to get maximum points. Yeah.
Aurelio, I'm going to ask you a hard question and probably the hardest of the show. What is the real target? Champions League or winning the title? Because one does not equal the other. If Albirex Niigata wins the league, do you just have to go finish on top of Tampines Rovers?
Well, obviously, you want to win the championship. That's been the number 1 target from the very first day. With the rulings that they can't enter into the Asian Champions League, then that's what happens. But the goal is you really want to be finishing the season on top. And that's the outright champion.
Yeah. So 3 wins in a row for Lion City Sailors. Albirex Niigata were also looking to go for their 3rd victory in a row as they entertained Balestier Khalsa. Here are the highlights from Jurong East. Welcome everyone to the Jurong East Stadium for this AIA Singapore Premier League encounter between league leaders Albirex Niigata taking on the Tigers of Balestier Khalsa. Albirex looking to pull away from the top of the table with victory here today. But Balestier Khalsa with a great result against Tampines Rovers could cause a surprise. As Nagasawa gets into the area, Nagasawa takes a deflection, Zaiful Nizam, point blank save, had to react. Off the deflection, good save, big first chance for Albirex Niigata. Nagasawa cuts onto his right foot. They play the 1-2 to Tomoyuki Doi, who gets a strike. Oh, so close. Zaiful Nizam will thank his lucky stars that didn't find the target. Samir, Hoshino can turn. Still with Hoshino, will he go for goal? Hoshino! Well, it bounced out perfectly for him to have a strike on goal on the volley. Taniguchi. Fadli reads it well, wins possession back. Time for Hoshino once again, not picked up, he goes for goal again! Hoshino! Wow, that fist right over the bar. Keokawa scrambling. Takida. Nagasawa. Still with Ryosuke Nagasawa, who plays in the likes of Kamata! And they break the deadlock, Albirex Niigata. Brilliant piece of football. Ryosuke Nagasawa, the architect. Kamata, the finisher. 2nd goal of the season. As we will see here, given time to pick his head up, look for the right pass, skip past Arish, fake the shot. Kamata in an advanced position, rifles it past Zaiful Nizam into the far post, and Albirex Niigata go 1-0 up. And here's Ufami Susliman, through on goal. Ufami off the post. Hoshino finding the run. Zufami kept his head up, got the strike away, did everything right except find the back of the net. Loose pass, Hazwan to Krychek, 3v2 for Balestier Khalsa if they get it right. Shime Zuzu up against Sakuma. Zuzu onto his right foot, Zuzu! Straight into the arms of Okawa. Another corner coming the way of Albirex. Near post. Another opportunity to send it in. And there it is, goal number 2. And it's Tomoyuki Doi, his 7th of the season. And that wraps up the points for the White Swans. Hanada's corner not cleared well first time round. And second time round into the far post. And lurking at the back post, the back stick, is Tomoyuki Doi. 2-0. This game could have been so different, but they didn't take the chances. Albirex Niigata did through Hiroyoshi Kamata in the 65th minute, and Tomoyuki Doi wrapping up the points with his 7th goal of the season. Full time here at Jurong East. Albirex Niigata 2, Ballistic Khalsa 0. Yeah, so Albirex Niigata with the 3 points to remain top of the table. And I've seen plenty of Albirex this season with the way the commentary schedule has gone. And yes, they've been consistent, as you said, but perhaps not firing as much and as hard as they did earlier in the season. But that front line that they have of Doi, Nagasawa, Taniguchi coming in place of Nishiguchi, who's injured. We don't know if he's going to be fit for the match against your boys. Are you impressed? Is that where they really can hurt teams on their front line?
Look, I think they're very solid right through the whole team, and obviously they're very dangerous going forward, as you can see. Ballister hit the post at a crucial time of the game as well. Had that gone in, you don't know what's going to happen. But I think the way ourselves and also Albirex play, it will be an open game. That's the way we both like to play our football. So I think it'll be a good game to watch.
Now, the reason why I'll just expand on why I think they're not really firing at the moment as they did is because I think they've just used the core group of 15, 16 players throughout the season, not really rotating heavily. They look tired a little bit, to be honest. Do you think you can capitalize on that because you have rotated your squad much more heavier than they have?
Yeah, I don't buy into that. They're fit. It's you know the Japanese. They train very hard. They're young. They're fit. So we just got to be very wary. It's another game. It's going to be a very, very tough game, albeit we have maybe a slight advantage being at home. But as I said, I think it's going to be a very, very open game and probably a very pivotal game for the season.
Gabriel, you're going to go up against Fairoz Hassan, former teammate of yours. He's done well since his arrival at Albirex. What does he provide to a football team?
I think he provides experience, being in the football scene for many years. And Albirex, the local boys that they are getting are mostly young players, even the past few years. So I think for Fairoz to be there and playing, I think he is able to provide them with guidance and maybe some stability and some insights on the other teams and all. So definitely a good addition for them, working with him last year and even when I was my time in Young Lions. Definitely a good person to be around with, a good teammate to have.
You saw the vintage performances of Albirex Niigata in 2016, 2017 and 2018. Do you see that perhaps they have the same quality of those sides this season?
I think compared to previous years, of course, previous years they had better qualities. But then again, credit to them. Each year, when players come and go, they are still being able to bring in players of quality and showing performance week in, week out, and they are very consistent. So I think definitely they have been very good for the league, for the fans and the way they run their club, the fan base and all. I think it's something that we can actually follow also, because I'm also a big fan of Japanese football. I like how their football is played and all. So it would be actually good to come out against them, to take a victory kind of thing. And yeah.
Yeah, Ballistic Khalsa will also feel perhaps that they were unlucky not to get at least a point from the match. Zuzul with an opportunity, Zulfahmi hitting the post. They have reacted well, Aurelio. Since you thumped them 7-1, they had that good draw, a comeback draw against Tampines, and they were decent in this match against Albirex as well.
Yeah. Look, I think when we played them, I think everyone was surprised at the score, especially earlier on. And I think they're still a very good quality side. Marco has them very, very well organised, always hard to beat, and it's super, super competitive. So it was just probably one of those days where everything clicked for us.
All right, so let's focus our attention to the other end of Jurong as bottom side Young Lions took on Tampines Rovers, who come into this game with 2 consecutive draws. We will see a big milestone in this match as well.
Walking out with his Young Lions team, Jacob Mahler, the captain, leading them as always. He's been an ever-present this year, the Singapore international. Tampines now marching out in this new normal of marching out. Both teams now march out separately. Now Webb has space on the left, one-on-one with Shafi Jubri. This is where he likes it. Turns under his left foot, just wide. But a first sign of goal from Jordan Webb. And the first sign of danger for the Young Lions. As Ryan Stewart gets there ahead of Shah Shahiran. My fault, Kyrie Nadim! 1-0 Young Lions, young Kyrie Nadim. We picked him out as the player to watch. And he's duly delivered. It's his first goal of the season. Tampines stunned, but they come forward now. Trying to hit back immediately. Mehmedovic. And oh, the shot from Yasser Hanapi. It's Tampines now looking for a way back into this one. They've got to dig deep. As Mehmedovic, ton of space at the far post. Kopinovic. Mehmedovic, loads of time. Maybe didn't strike it cleanly. Amirul Haikal. Just tipped over by Shazam Buhari. It was good effort from 21-year-old Amirul Haikal. Jacob Mahler looking for a teammate. Bennett there stepping in, using all his years of experience. Good ball across now. Zainuddin Mehmedovic on his left foot, slips it into John Webb. 1-1. That's goal number 99 for Jordan Webb. Brings Tampines level. Heartbreak for the Young Lions, who defended so well. Mehmedovic slips it through to John Webb. He's got space, he's got Kopinovic. John Webb does it once more. Goal number 100 in Singapore for the Canadian winger. What a fantastic achievement for him. Tampines helping them recover the ball. Falls now to John Webb. Can he make it a hat-trick? The offside flag has gone up. Oh, and it was a tight call there. Irwan Shah, Webb makes the run. Tries to lift it over, no Shafi, clatters into John Webb. And Ahmad Akasha, no hesitation, points to the spot. Yellow card for No Shafiq. No Shafiq completely clattering into Jordan Webb. After a little stutter, as cool as you like, Jordan Webb completes the hat-trick. He'll be taking the match ball home. And 101 goals in the Singapore League. Sent the keeper the wrong way. As Ahmad Akasha calls time on this one here at Jurong West. It ends here at Jurong West. Tampines Rovers 3, Young Lions 1.
Yeah, so Kyrie Nadim, the third youngest goal scorer in Singapore Premier League history at 16 years and 194 days. Incredible to think he's just finished his N levels, Gabriel. This is an incredible stat for a young player with plenty of potential.
Yeah, I think it was a very good goal from him. Certainly, he will enjoy it and remember it for years to come. Because I was also in his shoes before.
Yeah.
You know, as a young player, it's making your professional debut, playing with the bigger boys. That's what you actually dream of, and also, yeah, I was actually happy for him seeing, and I think, in fact, I think this bunch of young lions, they have developed over the past few games. You know, although results are not going their way, but I think they should take the positives out of it, and you know, hopefully they can translate that into results.
Yeah, I was going to ask you this a little later on, but since you brought it up, you do feel for your former side, the Young Lions, and there's a very inexperienced group compared to other years. they have to deal, I know Aurelio, you have to deal with it as well, but with school and with national service as well, they more than other clubs. So plenty to do for Nazri Nasir in terms of rotating his side on who's available.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel for Coach Nazri because there's only so much he can do. You know, he can't. We have the NS, we have the school. All these are we can't control that. I was also part of that before, so it's not easy for the boys also to rush down after school to train, and after school you have the games. But I think if you want to take this as a career in Singapore, this is actually what it is. So sacrifices actually have to be made because I've been through there also. So I have no complaints, and the only way is, for them to actually learn through all this experience. And yeah,
we'll stick with you with this question, or more of a statement. Jordan Webb with 100 goals in Singapore football, 101 with that hat trick. 10 years now in Singapore, played for various clubs within the local football scene. How impressed are you with him in his time here? 10 years in Singapore, 101 goals.
I think it's definitely congrats to Joe. It's an incredible achievement. Definitely not easy to reach that milestone, and even as a foreign player staying in a league for 10 years, that has to be something worth talking about. And I think across the years he has shown that he's an exciting addition to the league. He brings excitement to the fans, and yeah, I'm just glad that he managed this season.
Yeah, for a long time, Aurelio, we were thinking we were going to see shock of the season, Young Lions 1-0 up at halftime. But yeah, they did come back. Jordan Webb with the hat trick. They, as you said, have gone through a little bit of a rut, 2 consecutive draws, but I think they showed some resolve in getting that result, going 1-0 down.
Yeah, they did. And at the end, the quality will always rise to the top. And you see the goals that Jordan scored were good balls from Medovic. So they still have a lot of quality going forward.
All right, final game to cover is at OTH as Geylang International took on Tanjong Pagar United. Tanjong Pagar still searching for their first victory of the season.
Hello and a very good evening to you from our Tampines hub here as Geylang International take on Tanjong Pagar United in the Singapore Premier League 2020. Oh, that's off the woodwork. It's a great free kick. What a great free kick. And that could well have been goal number 1. Awkward bounce. Iqbal goes first time. Oh, was there a little touch on from the keeper? They're asking for the corner. That's a good ball again. It's off the woodwork, but they make no mistake. Second time of asking. And Geylang International get a deserved opening goal here. Well, we thought they'd scored off Barry Maguire's header, but Sharin Sabrin makes no mistake, back in the side today. Oh, that's not a good pass there from Ichikawa. Lovely touch up from Luis Junior, and Nishikawa blasts that over. The first chance, really, from Tanjong Pagar. Here's Harith. Good ball into Iqbal Hussain, who now bears down on goal. Can he finish off here? And that's a good save from Kenji Rushdie. Oh, looked like a free header there. And that is a decent chance. Jan Motta, he wasn't far away there. Flicked across, it comes off the woodwork. Still alive here for Tanjong Pagar. Tanaka. And this time the header straight at the keeper. Faris has done well here. Faris has plenty of space on that right-hand side. Chris Van Huysen. Oh, he just showed a bit too much of the ball. Faris, lovely touch on. He's toe poked that in. That is a fantastic goal. And they've got the second that they needed. Faris Farhan makes it 2. But it was great skill from Faris Farhan as well. Chris Van Huysen did some of the hard work as well, coming into the box. Couple of shimmies, a step over. Bit of luck there perhaps, but a really important touch from Faris Farhan to take it past Delvinder. Onside, everyone just paused there. Nishikawa. Tries to pull it back. Luis Julio, that's a great goal. Over the top of Hairul Shirhan. He took that beautifully. And that is what they needed. Luis Junior, his second goal of the season in his first start since March. And that's what he can do. Well, the referee has decided to call time on this in what's been a very, very entertaining game. A good fight back from Tanjung Pagar United. Not enough, though. Geylang International win this by 2-1.
Yeah, important win for Geylang International, a win that sees them go up to 4th in the AIA Singapore Premier League. And they're good fun to watch, aren't they, Aurelio? Geylang International, they have a very free-flowing front line.
I like them, yeah. I was a little bit worried, to be honest, when we played them, because I think they're an exciting side, very energetic side, and the coaches has always got them fired up for games. I think they've got a lot of good quality as well, so no surprise that they beat Tanjung Pagar in my view, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of good players up front, all teammates of yours at international level, Faris, Iqbal, Van Huizen as well. They're going to cause teams trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. With the quality they have up front, and I was also there at Geylang with them for 2 years. I know how the culture is there. You know, they are very close-knitted, family-like, and as you can see from their celebrations and, you know, with their 12 men, the Ultra Eagles. So I think they are always a tough side to play against. Like what Coach said, very energetic, and even when we play against them, actually, even I was also a bit worried, you know, but thankfully we managed to, you know, get through that. So I think they will definitely have a strong finish to the season, and yeah, I wish them well.
Yeah, Tanjung Pagar United still searching for their first win of the season. But in Luis Junior, Aurelio, they have a player with real caliber, real quality, former Brazil under-17 international. Impressed with him?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why he hasn't been playing so much. I know we had the major injury earlier on in the season, but he's been back for quite a while, but I'm not sure exactly why he hasn't started very many games in this period. But as you can see with the finish, that's just a top line finish.
Yeah, I think he's been nursing a broken ankle just before the COVID break, so they've been slowly nursing him back to full fitness, not trying to have any injury setback, but good to see him firing second goal of the season for Luis Junior. All right, let's have a look at the results to confirm the previous round of action. And we go with Geylang International with that 2-1 win, as we just saw against Tanjung Pagar United. Wins for Lion City Sailors, for Tampines Rovers, and Albirex Niigata, the top three, all with important wins with 5 games left to go. A look at the top scorers list. And Stipe Plazibat didn't get a goal, but still leads by 7 goals over Jordan Webb, now on 7. So is Tomoyuki Doi, Khairul Nizam, and Adam Swandi, the 2 top scoring local players at the moment. Onto the table, and it remains as it is at the top, with Albirex and Tampines level on points, with goal difference remaining the same. The Sailors 3 points behind, waiting for slip-up. Mathematically still possible for Geylang, Hougang and Balestier to mount a challenge, but they would have to win all of their remaining matches. And we'll have a look at the upcoming fixtures. It's going to be a super Sunday, but on Saturday, attention first at OTH, as Geylang have another home game, this time against Hougang United. Balestier at Bishan take on the Young Lions. But as I said, Super Sunday, the top 3 in action. At Jurong East, Tanjung Pagar United will take on Tampines Rovers. And yeah, that stands out, doesn't it? At Bishan, Lion City Sailors up against Albirex Niigata. What's going to be the preparation like going into the match? You can't really do too much fitness work. The players are already fit. What's going to be the focus for the next few days?
Well, for us, very similar to what we've been doing over these last couple of weeks. Lots of rest, lots of recovery. We had a recovery session yesterday, lots of massage, and today we have a day off, and we'll go back tomorrow and start preparing for that game. So, as you said, that you can't do too much. Certainly, our guys are really fit at this stage. And for me, it's just maintaining their freshness and getting them ready to play on the weekend.
Yeah, we didn't see any change in the previous round. Perhaps we might see a big change in the table when we have the next episode of the SPL Show. Thank you so much, Aurelio and Gabriel, for coming onto the set. And
pleasure.
We're going to invite the champions for the final episode of the season. Could it be the Lion City Sailors making another appearance on set? Or will it be someone else? It's very, very interesting. We will see, though, a new SPL champion come the 5th of December. It's going to be very exciting. 2 weeks to go. We'll see you for the next episode.